Hey guys, this is Locke. In this video, I'm going to be talking about if you should be re-rolling for Safiyyah and the upcoming Auguste. We're going to talk a little bit about re-rolling in general, what you can expect from it, and if it's a good idea or not. If you are a day one player, if you've been playing this game for a long time, in fact, if you are above level 45, I would recommend for the most cases, like 99.9% of cases, it's not a good idea to reroll. The reason for that is because after that, like after the level 45, for level 50, something like that, it takes a really, really long time to level. So your account is, kind of mature already. And just re-rolling to get these characters, I mean, there will always be a new character. Like right now, there's Safiyyah and Auguste, but then, in a few months, Tristan is going to be out, and Tristan does even more damage than Auguste, right? There will always be something newer and better, and you can't constantly keep re-rolling because what is the point? Then you will just never get any enjoyment. You'll always be restarting to chase the next best thing. So for those like mature accounts, I do not recommend it because you've already invested a lot, and chances are you probably already have some really good units. You might have Gloria and Cocoa. So those are already, like very, the top tier units, similar to Safiyyah and Auguste. So for both those cases, for the cases that you've already, you know, you have a mature account that's, quite a bit old, day one player or something like that, I do not recommend it. And also, if you happen to have other really good units like Cocoa and Gloria, I also don't recommend it because they're also both very, very strong units. So you're trading, two T0 units for two other T0 units, and there will always be some T0 unit coming out. So T as in like tier 0, like the top rated tier. That's what I mean. So I don't recommend that. But if you are a newish player, if you have started in the last week, if you have started maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, and like your main characters are, for example, like maybe you saw this banner, right? And you're like, hey, this is a really cool banner. I really like this unit. I really like Cole. I really like Beryl. So you've been pulling on this banner, and the best thing you have to show for it is maybe a Cole and a Nungle. So for those kind of cases, I definitely recommend re-rolling. Because I mean that's just what I recommend because these are really two good units. Safiyyah is she's the best hero in the game right now, even after Auguste's release. She's just able to do so many different things. If you want to know exactly what she will do, I spent 3 videos talking about her, and it's all dedicated to her. These are like in the last 4 videos, 3 videos are actually last 5 videos, 4 videos are about her. So I recommend, if you really want to know in depth about what she does and why she's so good, I recommend looking at those videos. Auguste is another hero that's coming out that's also very, very strong. He is similar to Erwaya, which I don't have on this account. I'm going to talk about this account in a little bit, but let me just talk about why these heroes might be good and why you might consider it. Auguste is similar to, I think, how you say it is Erwaya. It might be a bit wrong, but this girl. He has a mechanic where you first, yeah, something like this. So you first charge and attack, and then you attack again, and then the third hit does a lot of damage. It's been said that if you are equally geared to a Cocoa, you can one-shot Cocoa with that third hit. The other mechanic that he has is that his trait allows him to take a second turn once he builds up 6 rage. And it's quite easy to build up rage with him. If you attack or even if you stand still, you get 1 rage. If you get attacked, like your reaction ability, once you get attacked, you get rage. There's a support skill that lets you have 2 rage. And at I think the 4th or 5th star, one of those stars, you start with 4 rage. So within the first turn already, you can take a second turn. So you can get off your triple hit skill because the first is an instant, second is not an instant, but if you do those 2 skills, you did 2 attacks, so you have 6 stacks, so you get another turn. So in your first turn already, you can unleash your 3-hit combo. He definitely, at this point in the game, has the highest DPS, once he's released on Friday. So these are 2 top tier units. So if you have other heroes that are not Gloria or Cocoa, I mean, those 2 I think are the only comparable units. There are other heroes that are very good. Nona will, for example, I did a video right before this. I think she's great, but she's not at the level of these 4 heroes. I think these 4 are the top tier heroes that are released in the game so far. So if you don't have Gloria or Cocoa, I strongly recommend you re-roll, and I can talk about how you re-roll. It's actually quite easy. So I would recommend that. Uh, and once you get it, so in this case, so this is a new account. I'm going to talk about it in a second, but after, like, I basically re-rolled until within the first 20 pulls, I got Safiyyah. And then after that, I've been saving everything because I'm going to unleash everything to try to get Auguste, which I believe is possible in the 2 weeks that it'll be here with all the newbie quests, which I can go through in a second, and all the Fool's Journey and Crossing Worlds, all these, like, uh, things that you can get from all these events and so on. I am pretty sure you can have 180 pulls from that, which means you're guaranteed to get both Safiyyah and the next debut hero, which is Auguste, because within 180 pulls you'll definitely get, the debut character. So how do you reroll? So what you make a guest account. Once you make a guest account, I'm going to actually log out of here to show you. So I will log out. Okay, so when you logging in, you pick the guest account right here, this guest login. Now, if I do that, it's gonna get me stuck on this like loading screen, so I'm not gonna do that. But assume I'm doing that, okay? So once I do that, I will let me log in with my actual account, and I will tell you in a second. Okay, so we're back. So I just logged in with my account. So if you want to, if you use your guest account, you reroll right away after you do 4 battles in the tutorial, you get 22 pulls, 21 pulls or 22 pulls. I don't remember exactly. But you get that, and with that, you can reroll. Like, you just pull on the banner. And if you don't get Safiyyah, log out like I just showed you. And then when you log in, click this button here. This lets you delete your account, and if it's a guest account, it's instant. Like, you can just delete it right away, and then you just restart. You just make the guest account again, and do it again. It's a fairly easy process. I wouldn't, like, maybe like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. The battles are all very simple, very easy. You can skip all the dialogue at the bottom right corner. You can just press skip and skip right through it. So right away you can get the 22 pulls from here. Is it 21 pulls from here? This is given to you right in your mailbox as soon as you finish your tutorials. So you can pull. If you don't get, restart and just keep doing it. It shouldn't take too many tries. For me, it took like 8 tries. There are people that do like hardcore rerolling. What they do is they do this, and they also want to get another hero, like maybe they're targeting Nungle or something. I don't have the patience for that, so I didn't do it. But if you're a hardcore reroller, but it depends. Like, if you're doing that so much, like if you're rerolling say 100 times and you're getting burned out from just rerolling, then you're gonna hate the game, right? So don't spend so much time rerolling that you hate it. Just, for me personally, just a good enough start is good enough. So for me, that was just Safiyyah. Once I got Safiyyah, I was done. Like, I was like, okay, I'm done rerolling. I'm gonna move on. There was another banner here as well, the introductory banner. After 30 pulls, you get you're guaranteed a legendary. For me, I got Barrel, but whoever I got, I would have been okay. I'm not targeting anybody. Some people have used that to keep rerolling to make sure you get Iana. And again, if you want to do that, that's going to be, a lot more rerolling. So if you can stomach that, then go for it. If not, as I keep saying, you just Safiyyah and move on. That's what I did. And so what do you get when you reroll? Like, what are the opportunities available? Let's go through the events, because there's quite a bit here. This one is almost done, so like, don't worry about this one. The fireside chat, I mean, there's 14 more days, and the easiest level, like the 35 level, is pretty doable. I was actually thinking of making another video soon after this to talk about that one a little bit. So hopefully, you stick around for that video as well. But I think it's probably doable, and you can probably get to level 35, even maybe 40 within like 2 weeks. You can definitely get to level, like, I'm level 27. It's a 3-day account. I'm level 27. You can get to level 30 by 4 or 5 days for sure. And then from 40 to 30 to 40, 30 to 40 is probably maybe like, I don't know, 7-8 days maybe. So I definitely think this one is doable at the easiest level. Definitely not the hardest level, but I think at the easiest level you can still do it to get some rewards. At least you're able to do it to get the pulls, which is, I think, the most important thing as a new account. This one is nice. You get 30 extra pulls. Perfect. This one is actually really interesting to talk about, because I was able to do this one when I made a new account. This extra reward right here, it was 4. So I did this 3 times, and I was able to get a ton of these coins, and I bought out like all the limited rewards. The only one left is this one, which I'm gonna buy as well. But as you can see, like I bought all these out, and I bought it because every time I did this, the 3 times I did this, I got an extra, what was it, like 14,000 or something, whatever the amount of extra reward is, which is quite a lot. Like, for 40 energy, I got like 33,000 or something that the energy gives you, which is very low. I don't really care about that. I would not be farming that, but it's worth it to do it at least 4 times the easiest level to get a ton of these coins, so you can buy out all of all these limited things. Like definitely buy out the pulls, and then the weapon, and and maybe not the tarot. I just bought the tarot because I don't have anything as a brand new account. And whatever remaining amount I have, because I still have to do one more of those extra rewards, right? So I'm probably going to buy out this 15 of these, and then the rest of it I'm probably going to buy coins or powder, one of the two. I haven't decided yet, but that's probably what I'm going to do. And I think it's a pretty good start for a new account. Again, I like it'll give you a boost. This one is just nice. As I said, this is a 3-day-old account, and I was able to get all this with just 3 days. This one is almost done. It's not really useful for a new player anyway. This one is nice if you're able to get into a guild, and you can just, or an alliance, you're able to take advantage of the 2-3 days that's remaining for this. This one is good. You're getting 2,500 extra currency, and it's valid for 16 more days. You can run through the trial thing. Like what I'm gonna do actually for this Spirals of Destiny, I'm gonna wait until my characters are about at least 35, and then just run through them, because you can use the your normal characters. You can use their whole roster, right? So you can run through it really fast. You don't have to use the level 1 units that are giving you anymore. So I can do the regular one, which is going to give me 2,500 luck sites here, and then as soon as I'm finished that one, I'm going to do the next one, which is the Sandmaid scale, like the one you play as a merchant. So I can get 5,000 extra luck site from this, which is, I think, really, really nice. This one is 26 days, this one is 16 more days, but I think both should be doable by the time limit that they'll expire. New chapter unlocked. It doesn't give you any luck site, but it does give you a lot of these potions, which is really useful for a new player, and it gives you one weapon or trinket. This one, I mean, when you restart, you're going to be at the first floor level, and it does give quite a bit of luck sites, and the first few floors are quite easy, so you're going to get a lot of luck sites from there as well. Now I have 4,800 luck sites, and all I've done is up to the 3rd chapter, so I still have quite a few more chapters left. I have, how many summons do I have? I have 22 more summons. I'm getting 10 more when I hit level 30. So I definitely think that with all the stuff available, I shouldn't be too far from 180 pulls. 9,000, how much pulls does 9,000 luck sites give you? That's 60 pulls, I think, right? If I'm wrong, correct me. I mean, so tell me in the comments how much it is. I'm just doing quick math. I think it's 60 pulls. So that's additional 60 pulls from 9,000. Why am I saying 9,000 luck sites? Because you get 5,000 from here. Yeah, you get 5,000 from the spiral and the dawn, and then I have another 4,000 now, so that's 9,000, which is 60 pulls, and then you get 30 from where is it? This one, so that's 90 pulls. If you don't, I'm pretty sure you can get it, because I've done it before. Like I did a Cocoa plus a Kambe one before to make sure I can do it, and I mean it wasn't that interesting, so I let go of the account. I was just playing it on the side, not too invested, but I am like 90% sure you could do it. So anyway, so I think, if you are a player that's, maybe you started new but you didn't really know which banner to pull, and you pulled on the wrong banners. In my opinion, they're the wrong banners because they're not as powerful as Safiyyah. And she's just a really fun character to play. You can change her role. You can change her, you can change her from like Seeker to Breaker, or to the tank role, whatever it's called. You can summon another guy. You can do like HP as physical damage. You can, like, right now without Auguste, she is the strongest single target attacker in the game. Honestly, like, even maybe not exactly for boss fights, because the boss fights, they're limited because you can't do the full HPS damage because, you know, they have a 95% reduction. But aside from boss fight, for any other content, I feel like she's the strongest single target attacker because of how much damage she does indirectly with HP minus damage, especially for PvP. Even if you're not a PvP player, like for PvE, she does like significant damage. She does like, there's so many other cool things that she does. And all of that is only at 1 star. At 5 stars, she's going to be completely insane. So I would very seriously recommend getting her. Like if you're a newer player, if you've started within the last 3 weeks or so. So is this, am I rerolling? That's the next question. I'm not rerolling. This is just an account I made because I kind of wanted to show what you can do. I've been playing this on the side a little bit. I have my main account. I'm going to go right back to it. Probably going to keep this account around for a bit and play. Maybe the characters I am not able to get on my main account, maybe I'll get here just so I can talk about them and do reviews, because it's a lot easier to do reviews when you have the characters and you're playing them to be able to give a better breakdown and better guide. So maybe I can use this account to do that. But this is not my main account. I'm not rerolling. You know, I'm a day one player. I'm not going to be throwing all of that away to get these 2 characters, which is what I told you. I said, if you're a day one player, don't do that, because you're gonna have a miserable time redoing everything again from level 1 to 60. So anyway, that's what I think. That's my guide here. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this. And I do, again, as I said, for newer players, I recommend rerolling. And I think the key here for new players is that even if you happen to get Safiyyah, I think newer players keep pulling on the other banners, because, you know, there are other banners. I already have this character. What am I going to do? I'm going to get these characters. And so this video is kind of telling you, newer players, hey, just restart, get Safiyyah, and then hold on to them. Wait for this debut banner to be over so you can get Auguste, because he is definitely a huge powerhouse. He's just as strong as Safiyyah. Like, he's on the same level. He's just as strong. And if you're starting an account with the 2 best characters in the game right now, that is definitely going to be a very powerful account. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. If there's anything I missed, if there's any reason that I'm overlooking or something, please let me know in the comments, and I will get back to you. All right, I will see you guys next time. Take care, guys.